Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. My name is Oksana and I am based in Kharkiv. I'm responsible for overseeing the programs of JDC done in partnership with WJR in northern Ukraine. And I visit our welfare clients every day for many years as part of my job with WJR. And I still can see that our help is vital for these people's survival. So when we write in our brochures or booklets that we are providing people's lifeline and saving people's lives, this is not simply a slogan. This is a reality, and especially today in the world economic recession which hit Ukraine much harder than other countries and which ruined people's hopes for better future, which we all cherished about 3 or 4 years ago. And this is more than a reality for an ex-businessman, a 60-year-old Boris, whom I met just a few weeks ago and who shared his story with me. This is a man who was so successful that he was able to provide financial assistance to the Chesed Jewish Welfare Center. And a few years ago, he started having troubles in his business. He had to take loan from a bank to pay off his debts. And due to the corrupted system, he was not able to pay back these credit. He lost his business, he lost all his property, including his flat. And today he lives in a very small flat which was given to him by one of his former colleagues, and he has to pay rent for it, which is twice as much as his disability pension. And the only food he eats is Meals on Wheels, delivered to him through the Chesed system and funded by WJR. And he's just one of 12,000 Jews in Kharkiv alone that we are helping. And you might think that having seen hundreds of miserable lives, with time your skin gets thicker and your heart gets harder. But this is not true. Because now it is not less hard than ever for me to see the children who are running out of the ruined house and their hands are trembling when they're reaching for the bag, which I brought with myself because there are apples and biscuits in that bag. And I'm thinking of my 5-year-old son and how much it costs me to buy him an apple a day. And I do believe that every child has the right to have an apple when he or she needs it. And I do believe that something is terribly wrong with our society if we still have hungry children in the 21st century. If we still have children who are living in the houses with no sewage system, no central heating, no running water, just like Alexander, who's 16 years old, and he lives with his mother, single mother, and 2 younger siblings in a very small, dilapidated house. And every day, he and his 14-year-old brother take turns in accompanying their mother to the water pump located a few blocks away from the house to help her fetch water. And every day, rain or snow, they're making their way to bring 3 buckets of ice-cold, dirty water, which is then used for cooking, cleaning, and washing. And in winter, she turns on the gas stove. And the children claim that in the mornings, it is very often hard for them to wake up. And they complain of headaches and dizziness. And last winter, Oleg, the younger brother, was hospitalized for carbon monoxide poisoning. And the boy would have died, but for the medications provided by WJR through the Chesed Children's Program. And I have been volunteering and working for Kharkiv Jewish community for 10 years by now. And I remember in the beginning my mom getting hysterical and begging me to quit the job because every night I would come back home in tears. And I simply could not bear seeing so much misery and so many terrible lives. And I could not understand how the state can leave all these people just like that. I didn't quit the job, and I never wished I did. And I'm still visiting people, and I still remember every single home visit I made during the 10 years of my service. And I doubt I will ever forget the couple of Bella and her husband Gregory, who live in a small apartment in the city of Kharkiv, and they are fighting for every day of their life Because Bella lost her legs in an accident when she was still very young. She suffers from diabetes. She has never had children. And Gregory devoted all his life to taking care of her. And even now, in their late 70s, when you come into the house, you see that there is love, because they love each other so much. But at the same time, their lives are so fragile. And they are still trying to smile. And they are very grateful for all our support. And I'm leaving their house, and I think how much this welfare assistance means for them, how much how little you need to give to save somebody's life there. So I'm going out, and I see that Gregory stands up to see me to the door. So he walks with me out to the corridor, and I can clearly see that he wants to tell me something which should stay out of his wife's ear. So I bend a little bit to the gentleman, and this elderly gentleman whispers to my ear, "You know, Oksana, I have recently been diagnosed with cancer, and I don't know how much longer I have, and I don't know if I ever see you again, so I want to tell this to you now. Please do not leave Bella alone. She will not survive without the help coming in." And again, like 10 years ago, I walk out of the house and I cannot hold my tears. And I clearly understand that we do not have any right to leave Bella and people like her alone. So I'm here to forward to you Gregory's plea of not leaving them alone. Thank you.